Greetings, guys and gals. This is another Jabber Jabber, and instead of casting a game, I'm going to do a video response to Hutch. So Hutch's video kind of explained to us, I guess, why he was not really into the whole YouTube gaming commentary and apparently didn't like to be called a gaming commentator, and was kind of distancing himself from the community, as well as kind of not enjoying it as much. And I think there are a few key points that he makes that are really good, and but at the same time, I think that he can get back into it. He's going to be able to, and for various reasons. Me as a new commentator, I guess, especially a StarCraft commentator, I'm not as well known, and that's definitely okay for me, because really I do it for fun. I don't do it for fame or to get famous or anything like that. I do it mainly because I hold kind of a mini tournament with my friends, which is called the KSL, and it's going on right now, and I put those videos up on YouTube and I cast them, and I try to help them with their play, or tell them what they did wrong or stuff like that. And geez, Firebat Heroes, just crazy. But anyways, so that's what I try to do, and they get really excited about how their videos are on YouTube and their gameplays on YouTube, and how people go and watch that kind of stuff. And the other reason I do commentaries and stuff is I like to give people advice. I think it's awesome when you help somebody out in a situation they're in, and so that's why I do my Back to Reality episodes. And my Back to Reality episodes are like on college life and on reputation, stuff like that. And I also do a podcast, which is kind of based off of the Painkiller Already podcast, where we just talk about whatever, and it's just kind of fun. But really, I just do it for fun. And the thing is once you start doing it for work, say machinima, it becomes a lot different. And Hutch made the point that money becomes involved, and that's a huge thing, because once money becomes involved, you kind of get a little bit greedy. You kind of worry about the views a little bit more. I mean, I look at my views every day, probably at least 3 times a day on my newest videos and stuff, and they don't get many views. They get probably an average around 30. And then it just really depends on the content I put out. Like if I put out a WCG Flash versus Infernal video, and that's almost has 1,000 views, and for StarCraft, that's pretty decent. But well, StarCraft Brood War anyways. But it really starts becoming an issue when money gets involved, because you start putting out more content, and a lot of commentators start just throwing out whatever they want, really, and not really caring about how good it is or how high of quality, and they start just caring about how many views it gets. And there's other people who pay people to get onto their channel to try to boost their channel, stuff like that. And like Woody was saying, because I listened to Woody's response, that's actually how I found this video. And then so when money gets involved, it gets really dicey about how true people are about their actual content. And I know a lot of people think that when you go to machinima, you pretty much sell out, which is, I mean, it can be true, and it can also not be true. If you stop making videos that you like and start making videos because of the money, then you definitely sold out. And the fact of the matter is if you keep just making videos, don't like industrialize and like just supply chain them out. I don't even know if that's the right context, but you guys know what I mean. If you just keep busting out videos like 3 times a day, and they're about nothing, kind of you just ranting about absolutely nothing, those aren't the best quality videos. If they give advice, or if they're about the gameplay, if they give tips, those are good videos. And if you keep doing what you're doing, and you have a machinima contract, what a machinima contract should be is it should be you doing the same exact things you do, and just get paid for views. Not and it can't be in the back of your mind and be like, I'm getting paid, blah 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 blah. It really can't be that, because once you get into that mindset, it's going to be really bad, and you're just not going to bring out the higher quality videos. Or it could go the opposite way, and you could be like, you know what, I'm getting paid for this, my videos need to be higher quality, I need to do this, you know, do better editing, better sound quality, I need to buy this, you know, to make it better for everyone, have my videos in HD, 1080p, and whatnot. And you can put out some really good stuff. So really what you go about that is kind of your business, but I really hope it's the second option and not the previous, because the previous, it's just stupid. I mean, there's already so many game commentators now. When Hutch started, there weren't a ton, you know, and now everyone wants to be a game commentator, and it's understandable. I mean, it's a fun thing to do. You get recognition, and it's all about the video games, you know, everyone likes video games, so really it's understandable why everyone wants to be a commentator. Everyone's not cut out to be a commentator. Like me, I don't even know exactly if I'm cut out to be a commentator. I do it because I like it, not because I want to, you know, I mean, it would be nice to have a machinima contract, don't get me wrong, but it's not like that's what my goal is every time I put out a video. I put out a video because I want people to watch it, and that's what really things should go back to. And you just need to keep it fun, you know. If you're not having fun commentating on one game or another, you should, you know, switch games, or even switch game types. Play an RPG, play RTS like StarCraft. You know, a lot of people don't know the history and, you know, how hard StarCraft actually is to be good at, and the, you know, fast twitch muscles and whatnot. So go, you know, try StarCraft, or try Command and Conquer. I actually don't recommend trying any RTS other than StarCraft, but you know, go out and play a racing game or something. Just switch it up. And game battles is really helpful in that, and game battles is really fun. You know, when you get into the competitive gaming, it makes it a little more serious, and it's not so lackluster. And once you get into GB, people seem to be a little bit more mature, it seems like. I know there are those like teams that just go nuts, and they're so nitpicky and stuff like that, but do whatever you can to stay fun, because video games are always going to be there. They're always going to be, you know, it seems like a big part of your life at least, and I think they're definitely a fun thing to go, and I can imagine getting really tired of it. I can imagine getting tired of one game, but not video games in general, especially the way things are going. We're gonna have like virtual reality stuff, which will be pretty cool. And Black Ops is, you know, right around the corner, so that'll be fun. But I also feel like people might be overestimating Black Ops. I don't really want to say that, but and like how Modern Warfare 2, it's the same community. The community from Modern Warfare 2 is going to go to Black Ops. So with everyone thinking that people are going to be a lot more mature in Black Ops and this and that, they're going to find ways to do annoying stuff like noob tubes and stuff like that, and they're going to find, you know, the next care package glitch, and they're going to find this and that, and it's just going to happen. I mean, it happens to pretty much all games, especially first-person shooters, but usually a lot of games. And it's just something you really have to kind of overlook, because the gameplay itself is really fun, and I think that Black Ops will be really fun. But it won't be like the solution end-all to Modern Warfare by any means. And when it comes to passion, keeping your passion for something is kind of hard. I'm one of those people also, I don't know if you are, but I'm one of those people that, you know, it keeps changing my mind about things. I stick with one thing for about a month and a half, and then, you know, I'm off to another thing, and I'm off to another thing. And keeping your passion about gaming, I can see how it can be hard, but at the same time, like I said before, you just got to switch it up, you know. You don't have to give up gaming or the gaming community in general. And a big thing is when you're talking about the gaming community, Hutch, you're huge. You're probably one of the biggest gaming commentators there is. And so you're going to be, you know, you have a big bullseye on your head for people just to talk smack and say this and that and whatnot. And really what you got to do is you got to find the mature group. And I think that especially what Woody's done, I mean, he has immature people too, you know. He has people that say screw Woody and stuff like that on his comments and stuff, but the way I think it's also because he's older that he has a mature group, but you just gotta find those people that are, more mature, and you just gotta forget about the ones that aren't, because there's always gonna be, like you said, there's always gonna be that crowd, because it is the internet and it is anonymous, pretty much, that is not mature, and so you just really have to look past that and kind of ignore them. Don't really pay them too much attention, because they're not the majority. Those kids that are, saying this and that, they're not the majority. A lot of people love your videos, and it's obvious that people love your videos. So don't ever forget that the majority of the people, they love you. And so when those few people, don't let them get under your skin, because it's really not worth it. And finally, talking about the people that are trying to boost themselves on the fact that they know you, I agree with that. I think that's stupid, and I guess that's how it is for, stars in general. People just want to say they know you to get attention for themselves, and it happens to movie stars, it happens to sports stars, it happens to all types of stars, and what you have to do is you kind of just have to, say, screw you guys. If you guys don't want to actually be genuine and genuinely my friend and, play games with me and stuff, then you know what? Just screw off, because you're not worth my time, and Nobody gets big that way. Honestly, nobody gets big that way. By saying that you know somebody big, you don't get big. You get big by being a genuine person and being genuinely good at what you do. And for them to do that is just retarded, and it's stupid. And you need to overlook that too, and you need to just say, you know what, there are people out there who genuinely, want to play video games. And the thing is I don't think there's an exception for the people with the smaller channels, because the people with the smaller channels could possibly be worse. I mean, yeah, if they send you a video or something, you look at that and it's cool, you'd be like, yeah, it's a cool video, but it's kind of the same thing, I think, is if they have a smaller channel trying to be like, oh, Hutch looked at my thing, and then their channel explodes, but the only reason that, they got however many more subscribers is because you looked at their video and you said something about it. So, I think helping people getting noticed is good, but you gotta be able to kind of have caution when you're talking about the little guys too, that only have, say, like 100 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, because that could be an issue too. And you know what? At the end of the day, everyone can't be big. Everyone can't be, you or C-Nanners or Woody or Wings or FPS Kyle. Not everyone can be you guys. For there to be big people, there has to be people that, aren't so big, and people that aren't very good at what they do. So congrats to you guys, and hopefully you get out of the slump, man, especially when Black Ops's coming around. Hopefully you start I guess cheering up a little bit more, because we're behind you. At the end of the day, we're behind you, and we want you to succeed, and we want you to have a good life. I mean, you've pretty much got it made. You're playing video games for a living, which not many people can say, and since you don't have a family or whatnot, it seems like it would be pretty comfortable living. But anyways, that's my 2 cents. I guess I don't know what you do with this. Just listen to it, I guess. But I'll see you guys next game. GG.